In the late 1800s, in the industrialized workplaces, it was not uncommon at all to see images like these. And this is why we start to see the formation of labor unions. Labor unions are good for workers because they engage in collective bargaining, and this is negotiating as a group for better wages and or working conditions. The first national labor union is in 1834, and it's called the National Trade Union, but it is short-lived. In the picture below, you see the founders of the first National Trade Union. Labor in the 1800s is pretty brutal. In America, women and children got the lowest paying jobs, which included work in the sweatshops. The pay was very low, about $1.22 for adults, and as low as 28 cents a day for children. There were no set work hours, so they had to work around 10 hours a day or maybe more. There was no way for the laborers to speak out against these long hours and low wages because each worker was replaceable. One immigrant remarked, quote, "We thought that the streets were paved with gold. When we got here, we saw that they weren't paved at all. Then they told us that we were expected to pave them." Some of the early labor unions were formed in secret, the Knights of Labor included. The Knights of Labor was founded by Uriah Smith Stevens, and here you can see the welcoming preamble for their union. Quote, "Welcome to the Knights of Labor. Our goal is to organize all workers into a single union. We hope to offer a plan for workers to bring enthusiasm and creativity to their work, to promote the 6-hour day, 24-hour work week, and to champion the belief that an injury to one is a concern of all." In 1886, we see the formation of the AFL, the American Federation of Labor, and it's founded by Samuel Gompers. This is a craft union, so it is inviting skilled workers to join. It advocates union-only workplaces, so workplaces where only union members may be hired. In the AFL, there were high dues. You had to pay high fees because they were looking to create a pension for people during strikes. They wanted to give people the ability to strike without losing income. As union membership increases, so does tension between labor and management. In 1877, we see the first major strike, and it occurs in the railroad industry. Then, in 1886, we see the Haymarket Square riot, a national demonstration that got violent. And when a policeman was killed by a protester, it sparked the crowd to become out of control. 8 government protesters were arrested, and 4 were executed for murder. In 1892, we saw the Homestead Strike. This was a strike at a steel plant in Pennsylvania, and it got violent when Pinkerton police were brought in to protect the strike breakers, the scabs. Strike breakers are people who come in to replace those that are striking. Pinkerton police end up killing protesters, and eventually one protester tries to kill the plant owner, Henry Frick. In 1893, we saw the Pullman strike, and this was when workers at the Pullman Car Company in Illinois strike. The American Railway Union advocates for the workers and organizes a national strike among railway workers. 30 are killed in strike violence, and federal troops are sent in to end the strike. The union organizer, Eugene Debs, is arrested for his involvement. To end this video, I'll say a few more things about Eugene Debs. Eugene Debs began working in the railroad industry as a teenager. He organized the American Railway Union, an industrial union advocating for all types of workers in the railway industry. So it was an industrial union. Later, he organized the Industrial Workers of the World, the IWW, also known as the Wobblies. The Wobblies were involved in many violent worker strikes. Debs eventually became a socialist, and he helped organize the American Socialist Party. So that's it for our videos on organized labor. I look forward to seeing you in class.